Hello, hi guys. Hello, this is LaQueen Battle here in my downtown headquarters office in Boston, Massachusetts, and welcome to the downtown headquarters of Battle First Aid Responder Services here. Here is my headquarters office here in the downtown financial district in Boston, Massachusetts. So here again, let's welcome to the headquarters office of Battle First Aid Responder Services, where I do adult and pediatric first aid services, community health, and I'm applying to graduate school and medical school for medical and nursing care. So again, welcome to Battle First Aid Responder Services. We're going to take a look inside as well as to see of all my credentials that I have. Okay, so here's my main advertising. I take this with me on all my events. This is Battle First Responder Services Inc. I'm on call in the greater Boston area as well as in New York and Chicago. I will be located to Chicago as well as I will be venturing into DC. DC is a little bit big right now. I'm a certified national clinical medical assistant. I'm registered with American Heart Association for adult and pediatric first aid services. I'm located here in the downtown Boston area and I'm available for travel nationwide, as well as I'll be getting my passport pretty soon and available for travel as well. I do small events for local protests or local community parties or local schools, as well as for big events. I'm trying to get in contact with the National March of Washington, but that did not work out. But I have done events in Minneapolis, I've done events in New York, I've done events in Chicago, and I've done events all around here in the Boston area. So I'm available to do events as big as over 10,000 people, large events, as well as get approval through the National Park Services, the local city and police governments, and through FBI and secret police. So I'm available for that as well. I'm doing current research on COVID-19 as well as infection control. I am certified as basic adult and pediatric first aid care, wound care, cuts and bruises, dehydration, basic hand and foot care, opioid, narcan addiction. I'm certified. I do have plenty of Narcan spray as well, Narcan overdose medication as well. And I'm currently doing a COVID-19 research. And I'm also trying to get certified as a peer support specialist through the Mental Health Society. And here is my main headquarters office in Battle First Responder Services here in downtown. I am a certified 501c nonprofit through the IRS, federal government. I'm certified adult and pediatric first aid. I am licensed and bonded and insured, and I am also a veteran and woman owned. So again, welcome to my headquarters office here. That is not me, but it's a really pretty picture of a black girl. Welcome to my headquarters office of Battle First Aid Responder Services here in the downtown Boston area. So let's take a look inside. Okay, so here is my basic office where I do a lot of my events. Here's my basic medication, basic first aid medication. I am a subscriber, so I am able to subscribe basic medications, but I still need a supervising physician to oversee what I do. My basic medications, so first aid medications here, as well as the clinical chair role, which I will have peer support and group meetings here, as well as in this office. And then I am going over here where I carry most of all the time for travel, my medic bags, my first aid bins right here, my cool bins. Okay, I take those with me on all events, ice water, wipes, and stuff like that, as well as I'm certified through the state of Massachusetts, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, as a certified nonprofit on June 2nd, 2020. My degree from Purdue University, a whole bunch of face masks, and I'm always continually doing research on what I do. Johns Hopkins, American Psychiatric Association, Good Housekeeping, and some always love genuine old books where I have great information medical. I always have medic bags here. Here's a medic bag here. Here's a medic bag here. I always get up to date. My coolant right here for my wipes as well. I keep my wipes here. My wipes are great. So we'll be having peer support meetings in here in this office as well. And hopefully I can fit up to about 5 to 6 people, about 4 to 5 people in this office for small basic peer group meetings. Or I could just have them in a conference room, which is also here in the Regis office too as well. Here's most of my books here. I'm always reading. I love the smell of books. I'm always research. Our Bodies Ourselves is a great book, women's book, binging book right here it's called by Eating Disorders by Tyler Oakley, a great book right here about eating disorders, as well as more books right here on AIDS. I'm also trying to be a certified AIDS peer support specialist as well. And then my maps, I always have maps about the U.S., what's going on in the United States, And also have a globe right here. I love to travel, I love to get out. And then I'm always reading more books right here. The Bible, riots, more medical reference. I love these medical reference books. Love all these medical reference books. My favorite. I love these medical reference books. And then right here is my mainframe computer. I do have my laptop at somebody's house right now out of town. And pretty much this is my basic headquarters office. I carry a lot of sanitized equipment, sterile. These are pretty much cotton wipes, face masks, and gloves that I carry. They're clean and they're sanitized. I also carry extra needles as needed. These are the smaller needles, but I do need to get some large ones just in case. I also need asking for donations for EpiPens just in case it's needed. I carry a lot of gauze, a lot of pads. More books I love to read. This is a series right here I got from the Veteran Shelter on natural healing right here. So I love to read, as well as have a whole bunch of books, more books right here, papers, books. I love to read. I have more books here. My schedule here. I'm always traveling. I love my friend Andrea Parrott. She died of cancer. And this is a young couple right here. This young girl, she was found here about 2-3 weeks ago here in the Boston area of domestic violence. She was found in the car in the Boston Harbor, drowned in a car in the Boston Harbor with her ex fiance, her ex-boyfriend, because of an issue with domestic violence. So I wish I could have been there for her at the time. They would have found her in time, but her name was Tatiana. Rest in peace to her and her family. And I always wash my hands. There's my signage right there. I'm doing some cleaning as well. And then here's my MPI numbers. I'm certified MPI through the Center for Medicaid and Medicare Services, City of Boston. I'm a certified business through the City of Boston. I have a whole bunch of manuals on American Red Cross on first aid, CPR, as well as another manual right here on first aid. I have so many manuals on first aid. I always carry my Bibles, have my Bibles ever with me. Some Bible here, Bible there. I have another Bible right here. I love to read, get caught up in my Bible and the Holy Word. So I'm a certified business of the City of Boston. I'm a certified provider through the Center for Medicaid Services for basic peer support. It says that I'm an emergency physician, but I need to get that changed actually because that is incorrect. This license number right here is supposed to be for first aid. Emergency medicine for first aid, but I do need to get that changed. And then all the other services I'm able to provide: contractor for mental health, counselor, emergency medicine, preventive medicine, a whole bunch of taxonomy codes, and I'm able to provide services here through the Center for Medicaid Services. I'm licensed and insured, bonded through my insurance agency, as well as through the American Red Cross. I'm certified adult and pediatric first aid, which is different from CPR. This is actually a 10-hour course. It's called the adult and pediatric first aid. And then here's a bill of first responders. So here's the first responder bill through the United States Congress. It was passed in 2013, law letting people know that it is a law that for legalizing first responders. So I have that on my wall. Bill S.724, great first responders bill. I always carry a whole bunch of sanitized medical supplies, as well as over here. Let's go over here to my medical stand. I'm looking to open up a clinic in the Boston area in New York, hopefully Chicago and DC. DC is really big. It's always busy, a lot of stuff there. Hopefully being able to open up a clinic and being able to get certified, get my RN, then get my MD as soon as possible. It's going to take me some time. Here's my degree from Harold Washington. Woohoo! Thank you, Chicago. Thank you, Chicago. And then here's my other degree from Purdue University in Indiana. Thank you, Indiana. And as well as a whole bunch of solutions that I usually carry with me. I always carry my hand sanitizer, my HIV test, love those. A whole bunch of medications, over-the-counter medications, aspirin, ibuprofen. People always ask for it. And this is electrolyte solution, Pedialyte, Gatorade, whenever somebody gets dehydrated, I always carry this with me on every single event that I go to. So I usually never run out of that. He shops containers for extra disposal trash or medical supplies. Disposal right here is easy and it's clean. So it's the DC, and one guy got scared when this fell on the ground. So also here is some more I'm a medical assistant, so I'm able to do phlebotomy and to draw blood. So I carry that as my balls to draw blood. Here's some more wipes right there, alcohol wipes, which Hazel wipes is really good for the face. There's my Narcan. I love my Narcan. Need my Narcan as needed. Some more black hand gloves, sanitized hand gloves in the back. Degree from Hair Washington. Some more sterilized feminine wipes, sterilized gauze right here. Gray as well. Some condoms. I keep those. I should dispose of as needed. Some more sterile bandages. These are really great. I'm glad so I was able to get a whole bunch of these bandages. They're great. They're adhesive bandages and they're adjustable. So they're great. Really hard to get by and they're very, very expensive. These bandages right here. As well as I will be doing a doula training. I will be doing actually before the year's over. I'm going to be trying to also get certified as a doula in order to provide pregnancy services, be able to help with childbirth. So I am trying to get certified as a doula before the year is over. I have some books on pregnancy and childbirth and things like that. Here's a disposition of childbirth. So I'm trying to get certified as a doula before December 2020. So I will be having more gloves and more towels as needed to help somebody emergency pregnancy birth. Here is my tourniquets as needed for people who need them. A drug test, over-the-counter drug test, love those, need those, as well as a hair drug test, and this is a urine drug test. You still have to send those out. Here is a Narcan. I have plenty of Narcan here, as well as Narcan here. More over-the-counter medications. This is a great first aid spray. More natural spray. I get it from TJ Maxx, CVS, Marshalls, Home Goods, everywhere. Love this tea tree oil. This is amazing. Tea tree oil is great for over-the-counter infection control. Tea tree oil is a natural and it's great. As well as Vaseline. I have about 3-4 jars of this. Tylenol. Can't love my Tylenol saline solution. Thank you, Black Lives Matter, for helping me with that, get adjusted with that. As well as basic, as you see, all my medications right here are brand new. You see that my medications are brand new. They have never been opened because I really hardly use them. And I really don't over abuse my medications. So pretty much I use them as needed by the person, as needed as necessary. So this is a brand new bottle of cough syrup. It has never been used. Brand new, and the expiration date is right here, January 2022. So it's brand new, never opened. That's how I like to keep things. If I do use them, I usually throw them away. Same for here. This anti-antilucin, brand new, never opened. Okay, that's how I like to keep my things. Alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, hydrogen peroxide wipes, great. Some more bandages. These are Band-Aids, large Band-Aids, adhesive. These are antibacterial too. Love gauze. I love gauze. Gloves, some more gloves. Copax, great. If you want to donate me anything to my nonprofit, donate to me Copax. Copax, even hot or Copax. I need a whole bunch of Copax. Here's some more of my sterilized medical supplies. Here's some more pads, cotton pads, ear wipes, cotton balls, cough drops, some more gauze pads. I can never really get rid of are the adhesive pads. I just need so many gauze pads. You never know when you need them. So as well as here's some wipes. So thank you to Black Lives Matter and all the posters I've been to over this past summer. And if you guys want to donate me anything, donate these adhesive wraps. These are just great, and they're they're sanitized, they're sterile. They're not really sterile, but they're sanitized and they can get great. So I love these. I really don't like the paper ones, but I love these, and these are great. So I wish I could have got the contract this weekend at the National March on Washington, but unfortunately it didn't work out because I wasn't according to the plan for the march. Should have got in contact with the people. Again, thank you to Black Lives Matter for all the medics that helped me, and they sent me a whole bunch of first aid kits. So I was able to get started a little bit there. So I love these first aid kits, but these are just basic prevention. They really don't help with a lot of other stuff. So you pretty much need the whole kit. And you never know when you need an emergency. And sometimes those basic first aid kits only have generic medical supplies. They don't have everything that you really do need. Okay. All right. So here's some more of my old books. I love old medical books. I love old genuine original. This is from the 1500s. This is in French. Well, this is in Old English book. I love like readers like these from old readers. There's a great bookstore here in Boston. It's called let me see. Well, there's a whole bunch of bookstores here. Here's another book right here by Abraham Lincoln called The Perfect Tribute. This is written in the 1500s, I think. 1500s. So great books. I love great books like this as well. So, and I love to read. I love the smell of books. I love to read. I love the smell of books. Now I'm writing on my third book, so great. I love to get in and really research and get into these books. So I love to read. And then here's some more books that I'm reading also. Here's one here about a survivor of the Rwanda Holocaust. I actually have some friends in Texas, in Dallas and Fort Worth. They're Rwanda survivors. So shout out to the French family, the Rwanda French and Haitian families, church family in Fort Worth. There were survivors of the Rwanda massacres. So this is really special to me. So shout out to the family in Fort Worth as well. And then some more HR books. I love to read. This is a really good book. It's called Zen Training. This was here on Betty Shabazz. I love that one. Feminine Mystique. Here's a really great one. It's called Slumdog Millionaire. That's a great book right there. Here's another one good. Shay. That's a great one right there. Shay. So, I have some great books too as well. I love to read. So here's basically one of my basic medical cabinets. Here's a really good book. I love to read. Great books. And here's my basic first aid medical bookcase. And then I love to, right now I'm doing research on COVID. Here's some more books. I'm looking to expand it, hopefully turn this into a bigger clinic, a bigger office, where I can actually have more supplies and get a medical table and get out there and do some more peer support counseling and actually get more certifications to get out there and help more people. I have a whole bunch of boards that I do services on, and all my 3M flip charts. I have maps every single where I go to, maps US, maps in New York, maps in Boston, Massachusetts. I have maps everywhere. I have maps here, maps New York, maps USA, maps here. Annie, love you, rest in peace. This is a young lady who died in a car crash. They found her body in a car in the Boston Harbor. Her name was Tatiana. That was with a friend, an ex-boyfriend that she used, and it was a domestic violence situation. So rest in peace to the family of Tatiana. I always have calendars everywhere, clocks. I love clocks. If you want to donate me anything, donate me a clock. And here's another map of New York. New York is really big. I'm really trying to figure out like where services need the most and try to figure out what's the best place to get an office there and where to relocate and how to help out and pretty much be able to contract out the services in New York. So New York is very big, very big. Here's just the island, and then you go into more of the boroughs that way. Here's the island of Manhattan, East Harlem, all over New York. Maps here. Here's another map of Boston, greater Boston and the suburbs. And then I have all of my outfits, my dress outfits. I have gowns. Literally, I have gowns I was wanting to go to. I love plants. I have gowns that I really wanted to go to. Was packed and ready to go to DC and get excited to go to a whole bunch of parties. But those didn't work out. So eventually those will work out in time. I just have to prepare myself and actually register for the parties ahead of time. So here's my jackets and my gowns. I love Calvin Klein. Here's a great Calvin Klein dress. I love the thrift store shopping. Here's another Calvin Klein. Here's another Calvin Klein dress that look really cute on me. And here's some more things as well. As here's another Calvin Klein. I love Calvin Klein. Here is my sterile needles as needed. Books, magazines. I love books. There's President Obama. Love you. He's gorgeous and he's tall. And there's Ron Kirk, former mayor of Dallas. Ron Kirk, great guy. Governor Cuomo and Mayor Bill Blasio, my heroes. Love them. As well as this beautiful woman right here, Mayor Lori Lightfoot and Governor J.B. Pritzker. Love these guys. They are great. Great people to get to know and very powerful and influential people, as well as more pictures of Annie, my teacher who died of also colon cancer too. So here's my office. I am doing research on COVID. I'm still working on it. I love encyclopedias. If you guys want to get LaQueen anything, get her encyclopedias and books and clocks. I love Bibles. And then, yeah, I'm a former private service. My brother, he's Marine. Hoorah. Hoorah. LaKeen Jemiah Harris. And I'm also in the Army. I was also in the Army. So hoorah, Army. And here's my IRS. I'm certified nonprofit through the IRS. So, hey, that's great. So I love to travel. And then when I do travel, I usually have my tents right here. Here's a chair. The red one's a chair, and the two one are smaller tents that I got here at the store. I always clean, so I always clean my broom, and then I take this little dolly with me as needed. Love to clean them. So pretty much I kind of cleaned up today. There's my hot water heater. I kind of cleaned it up today. It looks pretty, presentable. I could fit about maybe about 4 or 5 people in here to have peer support meetings. And I always travel. I always take my Medi bag. This is my main bag. It was stolen from me last month here in Boston at an event at the beach, Revere Beach. But I was able to get the same one and replace it. About $500